Almighty God, be with us today and give us your comfort and your peace. Lord, we're so grateful and we're thankful for the life that you shared with us through Belva. Be with his family today and be with him in their grief. Help us as friends and his family to lift each other up. Give one another strength through the power of the Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I understand that there's we don't have a singer or we don't have music. And
I can sing.
We want Neil. We're going to get a chance. We want Neil to get us started. We're going to sing the doxology. Mentioned in the obituary just a few minutes ago about how Belva loved working with children in the church. Some of you may remember that time quite a while back when she and Sue and I think a couple others, the rest of you, started and sponsored that program called Wednesday Night Live at the church. Great youth program. And somehow or other in the process of doing that program, y'all ordered pencils and got pencils by the box full that said Wednesday Night Live on them and what would Jesus do? We would not have pencils in our church yet today if it weren't for those pencils. We still have about half a box of those pencils. It's great because we use them all the time. It was also just a few years ago that we restarted a program for youth in our church on Wednesday. This time we called it JYF, Junior Youth Fellowship. And Belva showed up pretty much right at the very beginning. She was there. She was always there. I could depend on her being there. In fact, there were a lot of times when we were starting that program on Wednesday nights, sometimes we didn't have kids that would show up, and it'd be just Belva and myself would show up. And she would be there. I think Sue, you were there a few times too. And then finally we started having kids show up. And clear on up until just recently, until Belva could no longer do it anymore. She was still there. And she would do the crafts. She would sometimes help out with the refreshments. In fact, sometimes when it was just she and I, she would do the crafts and I would do the recreation, and she would get the crafts to get the snacks ready while I would give a lesson. And it was always great. It was dependable, and it was a quiet and steady witness on her part. You know her, and you know she could be kind of quiet at times. I also know that there were times that she could be a little bit forceful too. She wasn't just involved with the youth of our church, but she was also at one point, again, not so very long ago, she was one of our trustees at our church. And her depth of wisdom and common sense was present and guided us as trustees, guided the trustees and myself on more than just one occasion. Her life, as I said, was a constant witness. But it's a lesson for us, it's a lesson for all of us, that God has given each one of us a gift, gifts, many times more than one. Things that we are able to do, things that we can do, I wouldn't say better than anybody else, but things that we do with a joyful heart and things that we do well because God's given us the ability to do it. And that is a lesson for us. Her life in that way was a lesson for us. You might not think that you've got all that much that you can do, but God has given us something to do and for the benefit of His kingdom. I would say, without doubt or hesitation or reservation, we have kids in our church today, some of them grown kids now, that know of Jesus Christ and His love for us, partially because of Belva's witness. Maybe not so much in words that she said, although she did teach Sunday school and she was one of our teachers with Vacation Bible School. But that constant witness helped to lead many kids and young people to Jesus Christ. And like I said, it is a witness for us. You might think that there's not much you can do. there is always something that you can do to help. So as you step forward from today, I know that you all as friends and as family, you're going to carry with you cherished memories of times that you shared together. Good times, fun times, times that weren't fun and times that weren't necessarily good. But a constant memory, a constant reminder of her life, and these memories will float into your minds now and for the rest of your life, and that's good. Because you see, there's a part of her that will live on in you for the rest of your life. And that was the memories that you share together, and also the love that you have for each other. Because those memories and that love doesn't die. We're not burying those memories, and we're not burying that love today. What we bury today is just the mortal remains of Belva, whose life is past, whose body is just worn out and is given up.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Aunt Belva was a wonderful, encouraging woman, and I loved her very much. In fact, when we were younger and Robert and I would go spend the weekend with my Aunt Belva and Aunt Sue, I always wanted to sleep with Aunt Belva. And I remember one time I was sleeping with Aunt Belva, and she said I actually woke up in the middle of the night and I started singing "Jesus Loves Me" at the top of my lungs. And she said it just scared her so bad. So bless Belva's heart for always letting me sleep with her when I'd come spend the weekend with them, and always taking such great care of Robert and I.
It's been really strange grieving Aunt Belva during this time of COVID-19 when we can't come together like we really want to. So Robert and I, of course, have talked a lot about Aunt Belva with the kids, and also had phone conversations with Mom and Dad and Carrie and Shane, and we'll definitely all miss her. I really appreciated hearing and talking today about how Aunt Belva was a silent servant. She oftentimes would serve people in her church and didn't really need recognition, didn't need reward. And I love those memories about Aunt Belva too. But most of all, I love the bold, loud Belva memories. Belva could get me laughing so hard that I would be rolled over on the couch. And I have so many memories that I think about, even times where Shane and I would be laughing with Aunt Belva over stuff that she was saying or doing. Times that she would just get so lit up and on fire about the kids. I also loved that Aunt Belva really was a shero, and she was a woman for women, and she loved women's rights and social justice things. She was a writer, she was an author, she connected social justice work to her faith, and she supported other women who wanted to do that as well. And she had an opinion, and a strong opinion that she knew how to communicate very boldly. And that's what I love most about Aunt Belva, and that's how I want to remember her, as strong and powerful as a shero.
To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. Yeah, I can only imagine. I'll raise a hallelujah in the presence of my enemies. I'll raise a hallelujah louder than the unbelief.